Good morning, this is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN. Time now for the Mayor's Report on this Saturday morning, and a festive Saturday morning it is, Mayor Beamish.
Absolutely, and in your studio I see you're in the Halloween spirit here.
We got a few skeletons and spiders.
Well, it's good to see you, it's good to see Dave, and I'm sure there are listeners out there wondering what we're going to talk about.
Well, we got a lot of ghosts and goblins getting ready to come down Main Street for the Halloween parade, hometown Halloween this weekend.
Absolutely. The Troy Noon Optimist Club meets and combines with the Main Street organization and our downtown merchants to provide a wonderful time for families to come down, and we're going to meet at the Government Center, and that's where we'll start our judging for costume contest. Then we'll proceed down to Prouty Plaza where we will announce the winners, and there is a category for families, and we've noticed in the past families sometimes have a certain theme. They come in together as a family unit, so I would encourage people, you still have time. It's we're not going to get started till 9 o'clock at the Government Center, and then we'll process down to Prouty Plaza where we'll have our ceremonies and awards presented, and then the little trick-or-treaters can go around the downtown area to the merchants participating, and I think they got treats too.
Oh, they do indeed. I know we've got a lot of treats here. We're ready to get them passed out to the kids. Lori has been looking forward to this. I think it's so she can snack on the candy herself.
Got to taste it, right? and then
right.
Let's not forget that throughout Miami County we have trick-or-treat night, Beggars Night, 6 to 8 on the regular Halloween night of October 31st.
All right.
So we got those two things going.
Well, something else we have going on too, I've noticed with the rain we had in the last week, and it's just that time of year, but the rain was helping knock more of those leaves down out of the trees.
Well, it's fall, and you know, we have different kinds of weather, but the leaves are starting to fall, and that means I always bring back our street foreman, Jerry Mullins, and he has some good tips for all of us, our citizens of Troy, on how we can best help them, and he can share a little bit about what they do in providing service to our citizens.
Jerry is the man in the know.
He's here.
What do people need to know when they're cleaning up their yards and getting ready to put it out in the street?
Well, basically, and we go through this every year, and I say this every time I come up here, the citizens, 99% of them do a great job of trying to get the leaves out to help us out to where we can get them picked up the easiest. The best thing to do is make sure they're not near any vehicles. Don't put them near your trash cans or recycling cans. If it happens to be your trash day and you got a pile out there, you want to rake them about 12 to 18 inches from the curb, which basically allows any rain that we would get, like yesterday, to go down the curb and make it to the gutters without picking up any leaves and taking it with them. And you want to make sure that you put them out. We still do our brush pickup during this season, but your brush needs to be separate of the leaves, and it needs to be bundled and tied up nice and tight so the guys can just grab it and throw it on the truck. And once again, that it's not for the ease of doing the job. It creates that barrier if you tie it tight, where the sticks don't come out of the bundle and they go down into the gutter also. So all this really is stuff that we ask the citizens to do so we can keep the stuff out of the storm drains.
It's really about working together.
Correct.
And that means working a little smarter, and it makes it go easier.
That's true, and like I said, I've been the foreman of the city for the street department for almost 18 years now, and
wow.
I really can express the gratitude that the department has for the citizens. They do take the pride, and they do everything they can to make sure that they've got the stuff out by the rules, and we can pick it up. They make our job a whole lot easier. So I salute the citizens for doing that.
Now, something else this year, Dye Mill Road facility is going to be open a little bit later as well.
Yes, it's open till December the 2nd, and anyone who doesn't want to put their leaves out and wait for us to come by, because it is a process. It's 3 rounds that we go through, and it takes 30 days about to go through the city. So for example, if you live in Kings Chapel, we picked your leaves up early October. Probably wasn't very many leaves out at that
right.
time. We're going to be back out in Kings Chapel in a couple of weeks, and there's still probably going to be so many leaves left on the trees that they're going to experience us being there at a time when they don't have a lot of leaves on the ground. And then, of course, it'll be 30 days before we get back, and by that time, a lot of them will fall. Our goal every year is to try to get all the leaves off the ground as long as they've fallen before the first snow. And generally, we can do that, but if we get an early snow in early December, yeah,
even if the leaves have been raked out at that point, you get that early snow or a freeze. I hate to say that.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to be able to come over and get those vacuumed out.
No, but I assure you that once the leaves really start falling, and right now it looks like it's going to be another year where they wait till the middle of November on.
It's happening.
Yeah, I'll put everybody I have in my department out on them, and we'll do everything we can to get them picked up.
All right, but like you say, again, if somebody just wanted to get those out, they got a truck. They live here in the city of Troy. Put them in the back of the truck. Take them to the Dye Mill Road facility.
Correct. They can take them down there. Our hours are posted on the website, and like I said, we are open until December 2nd. That's free. You can take your sticks, brush, grass, anything that you have that's compostable down there to that site during the hours and dump it off. And we still have the tea bag program for those people who might just have some decorative trees in their yard. Don't drop a whole lot.
Small trees.
Yeah, you could throw those leaves in a tea bag and place it out on your trash day, and we'll pick that up on your trash day.
That's a perfect idea.
Yeah, it's great, and it's another great way of keeping it contained.
Now, should anyone have any questions that they want to ask you, how would they contact you?
You can call out at our maintenance facility. The number's 335-1914, and you can either get my voicemail, which my extension is 1225, or our secretary, Linda, knows all the rules and regulations. She's discussed this with many citizens, and she can fill you in. But normally during leaf season, about the only problem we normally encounter is if someone throws sticks in with the pile, because that can clog the equipment. It can break the equipment down. So as long as we keep the sticks out of the leaf piles, generally we don't have too many issues during leaf season, other than can we get them picked up, in a timely manner.
Right. Okay, so that pretty much sums that up, Mayor. I tell
you, having Jerry here is always good for all of us to kind of just review. And then I believe Troy Community Radio has always done a live video of a demonstration. So I don't know, maybe Clint, you can tell them how people could access the demo that we usually try to do. This year we're going to head down Penn Road and do a leaf demo, and Jerry will be our lead on that as well.
They'll be able to find that Troy Community Television on demand on Facebook, or look that up on the web. Also, the YouTube channel for Troy Community Television on demand will be there as well.
So not only do they hear Jerry Mullins, but they can see Jerry Mullins as well.
All right. Now, we do have some other things we're looking forward to.
And one of them is not having a coffee fit.
Exactly. All right, Mayor, we are looking forward to some other things coming up here in the city, too. Fall and Halloween just is a sign that points to what comes next.
Well, that's true, and you need to look at your calendars. We want to honor our veterans. They have done so much to protect our freedoms, and we do have Veterans Day coming up on November 11th at the 11th hour at the Troy Memorial Park at Riverside Cemetery. But I've noticed on that day, it's a Saturday, and many people have plans for weekends. I just hope that all of us will take time to stop and remember what veterans have done to protect our freedoms here in our great country. And that is November the 11th. And then following that, as you have already alluded to, downtown Troy is starting to already spruce itself up for the Grand Illumination ceremony, where we have our official first gift of Christmas, the tree on the circle of our downtown. And this year the Sandefers are donating that tree, so it's a wonderful opportunity for people to come down, enjoy the fellowship, see the lights, and be a part of that Grand Illumination ceremony.
Now, I'm always like a little kid when they bring the tree downtown. I'm one of the ones that has to run out to the street and watch it come down Main Street on the back of the truck.
And there, I think I've heard the area, usually it's the first week of November that they'll place the tree. So I always tell everybody, look for the box in downtown where the fountain is.
When you see the box,
that, then you know. And we try to tell everybody ahead of time when that tree will be placed. And we appreciate Piqua Steel for always helping us with that, along with the city parks, the city electricians, the city street workers, all of us, the police, all of us work together to make that a fun event, even placing the tree and then coming down the day after Thanksgiving for the Grand Illumination ceremony.
Now, have you already been in the attic of the city mayor and getting down all the lights and checking the bulbs?
I'll tell you, our electricians really have done a great job. They're working real hard right now, getting those lights put together.
They almost got them up in the good weather.
In the
so
good weather.
There's just a few trees, looks like that's left, that they're doing the rest of them. And everyone keep an eye on the trees for square squirrels that seem to pluck the bulbs every once in a while.
Yes.
A sad thing that happens around the holiday time.
It does, and we have to replace a lot of those, and so we ask everybody to be respectful, realizing the many, many, many people that enjoy the lights during this holiday season.
And the folks that have put so many hours into decorating up downtown.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to add in this morning?
No, Clint, I think that's been a great program. I appreciate Jerry Mullins always coming in to give us tips of how we can all work together as a part of a community. And he did a great job. And the items that we talked about are today and throughout the next couple of months.
All right. Jerry, thanks for being on the program this morning. And Mayor, as always,
it's good to be here.
This has been the Mayor's Report. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN.